Alright, you're gonna have to ignore the hair. I'm getting ready for work. I completely forgot about this until just now. Yay! Alright, so my pollutant is chloroform. I'm going to be going over some of the things that makes chloroform a pollutant and how it's like a non-point source and stuff. I'm going to be talking about explain and define it, what type of source it is, what type of pollutant it is, interesting information, the human activity responsible for making it like super bad, if there is any, pictures of chloroform or its causes, if I'm able to get to that before work. If there isn't, then you'll know. Locations of where it's like most prominent, cleanup methods of how to like, you know, clean it up, and a bunch of others. We'll just get right into it. Alright, number 1, explanation and definition of what chloroform is. Chloroform is a chemical compound classified as an organic pollutant source. It can be both a point and non-point source pollutant. Point sources include industrial discharges, while non-point sources involve runoff from agricultural lands, stormwater, and wastewater treatment. Interesting information. Chloroform is a colorless, heavy, sweet-smelling liquid at room temperature. It can fully form naturally in water through the decay of organic matter. Although chloroform was once used as an anesthetic, its use in this context has drastically declined due to its health risks. Human activity responsible for chloroform being bad. Industrial activities like factories, especially those involving the production of chlorine-based chemicals. Discharge from wastewater treatment plants and agricultural runoff containing organic matter, which would then decay and become, you know, naturally chloroform. Yeah. Pictures of chloroform or its causes. I'm just gonna collage right in front of your face. If there isn't any pictures, this is gonna be really awkward. Locations. Kentucky. In Kentucky, possible sources in Kentucky include industrial zones, agriculture areas, and water bodies near wastewater treatment plants. So Kentucky is a big place with chloroform runoff and all that junk, all that pizzazz. And then nationally, chloroform contamination can be found in water bodies across the U.S., especially near industrial centers and agricultural regions. The same as like Kentucky with all their places. It's just more national. Gosh, dude, my hair is so bad. International. Locations globally with industrial activities and inadequate wastewater management. So like certain areas have less of restrictions or guidelines that they have to follow for cleaning up all of the wastewater and stuff to prevent chloroform. They just don't care as much as other places. The most polluted site, I'll put big flashing text of the most polluted site of chloroform in front of my face. Cleanup methods. Activated carbon filtration, activated carbon filtration is an effective way of, you know, sifting through all the chloroform and sucking it up from the water. Bioremediation is also a pretty good one. Certain bacteria can break down chloroform into less harmful substances. Advanced oxidation processes. Use of techniques like ozonation or something, whatever that word is, or UV treatment, which is ultraviolet treatment, and it's just radio wave the freaking chloroform gone. Effects of chloroform on human health. If it's inhaled, like prolonged exposure to it through inhaling can lead to respiratory and central nervous system issues. Carcinogenicity. Long-term exposure has been associated with increased cancer risks. Liver and kidney damage. High concentrations may affect these organs as well. So lay off the chloroform. Lay it off. Lay it off. Effects on animals' health. We all have a dog or an animal in our lives that we don't want to get affected by this nasty pollutant. So I'm going to tell you the effects about them so you can feel bad and do the thing. Do the right thing and get rid of chloroform or whatever. Aquatic life, if you have a pet goldfish, it can harm fish and other aquatic organisms, affecting their health and reproductive capabilities. Bioaccumulation. Chloroform can accumulate in tissues of animals, leading to long-term health issues. Disruptions of entire freaking ecosystems can happen, and that's not good for any animal. And yeah, so that was pretty much everything that the paper told me to go over. That's a bad way of putting it. Yeah, that's everything. Just speedballed real fast because I have to go to work. Yeah. So that's chloroform, the balloon, and all of its fun facts. Yeah, I hope y'all learned something, and I get a million on this grade. I get a million instead of 100. Thank you, Miss Reasoner, once again, for letting me do a video instead of awkwardly standing in front of the classroom.